Hi, guys. Good evening. Good evening to each and every one of you. It is Saturday evening, okay? I know we all are anticipating or looking out for that snowstorm. But who knows? Maybe the weatherman might just change it around and that snowstorm will not come in our neck of the woods. Anyhow, guys, I trust everyone is doing well, in good health, and in good spirit this beautiful Saturday evening. I always start my videos by introducing myself. My name is Nicola Thompson, and I hail all the way from Guyana, South America, and I now live here in Queens, New York. Earlier today, I had this message in mind, but I decided to do it late in the evening when it's a little quieter. It's a little more peaceful. And I want to talk to you guys about this message. Now, I come to you guys with this message with all peaceful intention, okay? And I hope that it's accepted and received the same way. But this is for a specific group of people that this message is directed to. And on both spectrums, each and every one of us know ourselves, where we are. On the east or the west, north or the south, or left or the right, either one, we have to choose a side. Okay? We're either on one of those spectrums, one of those sides. For young women or older women, either one, young men or older men, who would have experienced some form of SA, which is some form of sexual assault. Okay? And not only that you experience some form of sexual assault, but you also have to remain in the same area, in the same vicinity. Maybe you go to the same school, in the same home, in the same state with the person who would have sexually assaulted you. And maybe you have to go in supermarkets, you have to go in different shopping malls, maybe pharmacy, grocery stores, whatever. And you might see that person. And it might trigger you because to you, that was an assault. But that person was never held accountable. That person is walking around free as a bird, engaging, and still have the opportunity to do that again to someone else. Now, a couple things could have happened. Maybe they did not believe you when you spoke about it, or you never told anyone about that SA that happened to you. So every time you see that person, it triggers you. Your blood boils within your body. You want to respond. In this case, for me, I would suggest if you're in a state where that person is, and maybe you never say anything in the home, you go to the same school, even at the same workplace. I'm just giving, some examples. And you're still there. Couple choices you could make. You could either leave and change the job. You could move out of state. You could move out to the home. Change the community that you're in, because that person who has done that is still walking scot-free. Nothing was done to that person. If you said something, or maybe they didn't believe your words, so you probably did went to the court, but your words fell in deaf ears, or you did not say anything, but you have to see that person. It is advisable that you either find yourself hundreds and hundreds of yards away from that person. And I get it. Let's move out to the area of SA. Now, looking at people who have abused people's life, torture, torment, stagnate, defragment life, ostracize, defamation of character. When you look at those people are still walking around, have the ability to defame another person, to ostracize, to torment, because these people are torturers, to torment another person's life, block and stop, and the list goes on. And when you think about it, those people are just moving around freely as if their life is unencumbered and they have a beautiful life. While behind the scene, they're all coming together and they're grouping up to do these things to one or two or three people. And then you say to yourself, it's so unfair because why isn't the system doing anything? You know, why is the system allowing these people to be able to do this to another person? And then you think to yourself, maybe these people know someone in a higher place or people in higher place, or they come up with all these different schemes and different loopholes where they band together and decide to carry out these acts against one, two, or three people. But they're still walking around as if nothing had happened, go to their jobs, go home to their family, sit at tables and smile and be merry. And they're actually torturers, they're abusers, they take from people, they stagnate lives, they defame characters, but they are allowed to do these things. And when you look, you have to still see them in communities. You walk in different areas or certain parts and you're seeing their vehicle or you're seeing them moving around freely. And you're triggered, you're triggered. First thing you have to remember that this, in most cases, when it's all a plot, it's a collaborative effort. It's not just one person would have definitely come up with this scheme to silence, to shut a person down, to block their life, to take what is theirs because they think they want it, and the list goes on. And most times when you remove all of that, it boils down to two things: envy and jealousy. Well, three things: envy, jealousy, and control. But these are people who have families. Some people are over 50, over 60, some people are younger, and they go home to their family. They have children, they have grandchildren, they socialize with people. But then beneath that barrier, that smile that they give to people and be so nice, they group after that just to attack a few, one, how many? And they walk well, they continue their day by day and just go about as if, it's business as usual. And nothing, they're not being touched, they're not being reprimanded for these things that they have done and they continue to do. And you have to, not only see them operate in communities, but you hear of them. You walk in a few places and you see they flew past, and then they think that you may not have seen them, but you would have already seen them. And you are waiting on your time so you can speak, definitely, so someone can hear you, or you're trying to reach out to people, different offices, so you can be heard. I want to let you guys know, take heart. And it's whichever side you're on. If you're the tormentor, the torturer, or you're the person who's being tortured, take heart. The person who's being tortured, take heart. Just know that these things do not, trust me, go unpaid for. It might look like this right now because you are the one who being attacked, and these things are happening to you. These plots and these schemes are being happening to you. God have a way that he brings these things up in the nick of time. So don't allow yourself to be triggered. There will be a solution, and not only solution, there will be the final analysis. These people will not be able to continue to do what they have been doing, not only to you, but I'm sure to many other people. And for the people who has been SA and have to see these people, find a way out, because you will be extra triggered. This message comes from a peaceful place. 10 minutes.